Grab my glasses. Hello, welcome. Thank you for giving yourself this time. Thank yourself for giving yourself this time. I invite you to settle in this morning, kind of set the day aside wherever you are in your day. Everything can wait for you right off the mat. So close your eyes if you'd like, or look down softly at the ground in front of you. And maybe think of all the things that have consumed your morning so far, good, bad, otherwise, just all of those things. Kind of bundle them up in your mind. Just set them off to the side. And then with your eyes closed, just feel yourself in your space. Take everything in as your yoga practice today. So the sounds, temperature, sights, smells, whatever is in your space, you are bringing that with you into your yoga space. So they're not distractions, they're just company. And allow your shoulders to ease as you breathe, in through the nose and out through the nose if that's accessible to you. Or a gentle open lip if that's better, inhaling or exhaling. Just using our nose helps us slow the breath, ease the body and the mind. Noticing the breath rise and fall in the chest. Let the jaw go, shoulders, ease in the hands. Bring your attention to your feet if you're standing, or your feet and your seat if you're seated. Just notice the body contact, maybe a gentle move side to side or sort of a sway a little bit so that you feel the contact of the feet, the seat. Maybe you notice your sit bones in your seat or the balls of your feet, your heels. Just a little movement, kind of grounding in to your support. And now come to stillness. Palms up or hands open. Back of the hands can rest on the legs. We'll bring our attention to the breath as we inhale, opening the fingers nice and wide. Maybe your fingers even sort of bend down around the back, the top of your legs. And then exhale, just make a gentle fingers coming together, fingertips together. Inhale. Exhale through the nose if that's accessible, fingertips together. Again. And one more time. Very nice. Roll the wrists. So we brought some attention to the breath. I'm going to try to bring the breath down a little deeper in our body. We really want to use those low lobes, the bottom of the lobes of the lungs. It helps the blood circulate, better air, oxygenated blood, good for healing, recovery, rest, everything. So we're going to slide our hands to the side of our torso. Just a gentle press so that you're aware of your side body. And then maybe you don't feel your breath in your hands, and that's okay. But just think about it. As you inhale and exhale into your hands. Now that we've noticed, with a little effort, when you inhale, maybe try to expand that belly. We tend to hold our waist in a lot. So try to let that loose if you can. Ease in the jaw, the shoulders, and inhale, almost stretching the belly out. And then exhale, draw it into the spine. Just bringing awareness to this low core. Good. One more. And exhale. Nice. Lower the arms, roll the wrists. So maybe you feel like that was a big breath, bigger than usual. Maybe you don't. That's okay too. Very nice. So goalpost our arms, cactus arms. We're going to inhale, reach up, palms facing. Exhale, nice and slow, draw them down. With purpose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. And again, up. Exhale, down. Good. Holding our goalposts, you can have your elbows up or not if your shoulders are tired or stressed or sore. We don't want to, yoga doesn't hurt. Don't push to pain. Just right that line between effort and ease. So where we can breathe. Very nice. So on our next inhales, we're going to draw the elbows back, reach the heart forward to your capacity. Again, if it's too much or anything, you can drop the elbows. And then as we exhale, belly to spine, draw that belly in, elbows together wherever height they are, tuck the head. Nice exhale. Inhale, tailbone out, elbows out, heart up. Maybe you look up, little back bend. Exhale, tailbone first, sort of draw it under the body, draw belly to spine, draw the hands, palms together. Couple more. Just kind of enjoy the breath, that space in the chest. And exhale. Breathe into that low back between the shoulders. One more. And exhale. Very nice. I'm going to turn to the side and do a little bit more of a seated cat-cow, a little bit deeper. On our exhale, I'm going to use my fingers on my knees. And exhale, like tucking the tailbone under the body, like sheets under the mattress. On your exhale, we're reaching back with the mid-back, bringing the shoulders around in front. You can slide the fingers down and hold on for your exhale. Your inhale will start with that tailbone, rolls out and up. You can open your legs a little bit. Belly drops. You can slide the elbows and shoulders back. Maybe look up. And then exhale, tailbone first. Inhale, tailbone first. Slide the hands back. Exhale, tailbone. Feel that energy up the spine, reaching down the knees. Do a few of these on your own. This is a great, safe flexion and extension of the spine, non-weight bearing. Really good to keep the hips, low back, shoulders, everything moving to their range. One more with movement. Very nice. Now come on back to your cat. Tucking that tailbone sort of as you're pointing the tailbone underneath you toward your knees. You can slide the hands down a bit if that feels good. Tuck the chin. Reaching with that mid-back behind you. Breathe. So notice the compression in the front body, the compression of the breath. So we're kind of opening up the back spaces of the lungs. We want the most surface area in our lungs so that the most blood circulation touches those areas in the lungs. Very nice. On our next inhale, we're going to slide that tailbone back and up. Little gentle back bend in the low back. Slide the elbows back. heart reach, the heart forwards, shoulder blades come together. Maybe look up. You can close your lips for a little extra feel there in the neck. And now notice your deep breath. Notice that expansion in the belly, side body, heart space. Breathe. Big inhale. Belly to spine as we exhale, kind of let your whole torso come back up to center, to seated. Nice. Let's roll the wrists one more time. Little side bend to get started, and then we'll stand up. So you can hold the bottom of your chair, you can tuck your hand, you can just balance out. We're going to inhale and sweep up and over a little bit if that works for you. And exhale, belly to spine, and draw that shoulder back with purpose. We're really engaging the whole spine. We don't want to use momentum of the shoulders. We want to use the strength, inhale, of the exhale to draw the core body in. Good, again. Find your reach. You can also do the side reach and drop the elbow. Exhale. We're getting that good core strength without straining the elbow or the shoulder or the tissues in the upper chest. Exhale. One shoulder might be different from the other. Good. We're going to come over and pause. So find your reach. We're thinking about that space from the hip up through the shoulder. You can add the arm if you'd like. Keeping that seat, both sides of the seat on the seat. Breathe. Maybe look up. Breathe. Ease in the face, ease in the toes. Try not to clench the feet. Maybe look down. Good. Big breath in. And exhale, belly to spine. Core comes up to sweep. Very nice. Other side. Inhale over. Just kind of warm it up. Exhale, draw the core body in. Feel the hip bring you up. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. Keeping the seat in the chair, finding that space in the low body, one in the side body, one more stretch. And exhale. And now we'll pause on this side. Again, you can wrap hold your opposite shoulder, pause here. If you'd like, you can engage the arm, whatever works. Breathe. The most important thing is just sitting with your breath. If you find something pushing back in a gentle way, breathe into it. If something's pushing back in a painful way or a really sticky way, just back out a tiny bit where that pinch goes away and breathe there. Good. Up through the hip, ribs, shoulder. Big inhale. And exhale, belly to spine. Gently lower the arm and roll the shoulders. Very nice. We're going to come up out of our chair. I'm going to slide my feet under my knees, come to the edge of the seat. We're going to use our whole body to stand up, not inertia to toss up out of the chair, but hinging at the hips, hinging at the knees. We're going to use our exhale to push the ground away, bring the core body up through the top of the body, through the top of the head. I'm going to inhale. So I exhale, push the ground away to standing. Then we'll inhale, soften and lower. Think of softening that pelvic basket. Exhale, draw in and up. Inhale. Exhale, push the ground away. A couple more times. Great practice for getting up and down out of the chair. More movement. Now we'll drop into your chair, lifting the toes so you have presence in your feet. So if you draw up your chest a little, you might feel your weight come into the balls of your feet. If your seat's too far back, you're in your heels. Find that place here in a chair spot where your balance is even in both feet. Inhale and exhale. Push the ground away, belly to spine, to standing. And Tadasana. We'll stand with this for a moment. Tadasana is our standing yoga. It's not really rest. It is rest, but it's also presence in the whole body. So you can close your eyes. You can always have your fingertips on your chair. Closing your eyes standing is a little bit of a balance challenge. We don't want to think about, I'm not falling, or I can't do this. We just want to rest our fingertips when we need them, or stand against a wall. Close your eyes, or softly look down. Lift the toes. Breathe. Shoulders are down from the ears, back a little bit. And the head, think of your ears moving back just slightly more over your shoulders. Almost where someone couldn't see it. Not extreme, but it helps straighten our posture. Breathe. Chin is in neutral. We don't have our chin up or tucked. Very nice. Roll the wrists. Let's come up on one, gently on the back of the toes, grounding in. I'm on my left foot, giving my right ankle a turn, one direction. Now maybe open it up so that the knee is really making a big circle. And then the opposite direction, big circle with the knee. Very nice. And then coming up on the back of the toes, really lifting the heel, pressing into the back of the toes. If your big toe doesn't care for it, you find your ankle falling way out, that's okay. We're weight bearing on our left foot. So just gently try to guide the ankle in to involve the big toe also. It's a little more stubborn. Pressing into the back of the toes, really good to have the toe mobility. Good for stairs, walking, balance, everything. Nice, and release that and then drop the top of the foot onto the ground. So we're pressing the top of the ankle toward the ground. Breathe. You notice your shoulders are tight, your jaw. Take a nice breath. Good. And other foot, grounding into the right foot. Little ankle roll first. The other way maybe. I didn't go the other way on the other one. It's all right. Then make a big circle with the knee. And waking up that hip, getting into the hip. Good, and the other way. Big circle. Nice. And now pressing into the back of the toes. This side might be different. This ankle might be different. Toes, whatever. But pressing in. And again, if your ankle, you find your ankle falling out, that's okay. Just gradually maybe try to invite it in, the ankle in a little bit more. And breathe. These longer holds help that fascia release. So it's one thing to, stretching really quick can sometimes just stress out the muscle, but sort of these longer holds with your breath helps that tension release. Good, then let that go, top of the toes to the ground, reaching the ankle, top of the ankle forward. Breathe. Very nice. You're gonna open the feet a little bit. And we're gonna start by opening, reach up. Inhale, big inhale, and then exhale, come down, cross the arms kind of in front of the hips, drop the head. Notice which arm is on front. We're gonna alternate as we do this. So inhale, reach up, big reach, really reaching through the fingertips. And then slowly, purposefully down, crossing the opposite way, tuck the head. Just a couple more times. Big inhale, kind of waking everything up, pressing through the feet as if you're pressing through the floor, reaching through the sky. Exhale down. And inhale up. Big reach. And exhale down. Very nice. Keeping the feet open. We'll drop into goddess. So lowering the knees, the hips also. And again, we have our chair nearby. So kind of finding your goddess here. You can have your hands at the heart space, the waist on your chair. You can also go into full goddess, which is arms open, elbows up, or you can drop the elbows if that's too much. Pausing here, just feeling that strength, lift the toes. Really pushing into the ground, keeping the shoulders, elbows open, whether they're up or down. Or you can have here. And inhale, we're going to use that exhale again. So inhale, exhale, push the ground away, reach up. Inhale down. Exhale up. When we come down, we're keeping those knees open. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Very nice. Let's do two more. So strong, knees are open. Right down. And exhale, nice. Now we'll come back down, little challenge here. Lift one foot and then the other. If you do not feel stable coming up on your foot, your ankles don't like this, don't do it. Or you can have the chair right in front of you and do it that way. We don't want to turn our ankles. Very nice. Once more each side. Then a little challenge for both, if that works. Good. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the legs, reach up, and float them down. Very nice. Whew. Okay. Facing my chair. Take one pace forward. Straight legs. Just swing those arms back. Clasp the hands if that works, or hold the elbows. Low back to the back of the hands to the low back. If your fingers are crossed, just kind of roll the shoulders open and down. That mobility in the front of the shoulders, so important to do safely. So it's better for you to release the hand grip and use your elbows and shoulders to draw them back. Good. We're going to inhale, look up. And exhale, hinging just at the front hip. Kind of tucking that right hip under the body. My head is in neutral, keeping our back straight with our hands behind us. Our back is straight. Breathe. See if your exhale gives you a little more space. So strong. Good. And we'll use our exhale and also kind of the force of our knuckles reaching for the ground behind us to come back up. So we'll inhale and exhale, belly to spine, draw the arms back. Very nice. Release. Put a bend in that front leg, keeping the knee over the ankle. And you can open up the back foot a little bit. So a little bit more of the hips are still facing forward, but you can either do heel off the ground or foot open, whatever feels good for you. And we do that front bend again. Inhale, you can reach up. You can have your arms down or heart space. And very slowly, you're going to come and reach. Bring the heart over that right knee. Breathe. Good. And we're going to inhale, sweep the arms back. Bring the torso, look up. And exhale, swim it forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Hold that inhale posture, but breathe. Reaching through those fingers back toward the back behind you. Grounded in the both feet. Good. Big inhale. And exhale, hinge, swim the arms forward, and reach those fingers through. That bothers your shoulders, just lower your hands to your waist or the top of the chair. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale, push the ground away, straighten the leg, and step forward. Woo, pedal it out. Very nice. Take a step back with the right foot, or opposite if you did the other one. Keeping our hips facing forward. We want to keep that left hip drawn back. We're not opening up to the side. You're going to sweep the arms back. Try your opposite grasp. If you're grasping hands, the one that feels awkward, not your go-to, or fold the hands, whatever works for your shoulders. This is not to stress your shoulders. This is to invite them to do things. And if they say no, then they're the boss. We just want to gently work with it. So inhaling, look up. And exhale, folding at that left hip, not pressing through the back of the knee. Shoulders are staying back, straight back. This side might be very different. Ease in the face. Notice the foundations of your feet. Maybe you pick up the toes, so you're really in touch there with the foundation. Breathe. Very nice. So we're going to use that exhale and our hands. Inhale. Exhale, belly to spine. Draw the knuckles down and back. And release. Very nice. Woo. Little bend to the left knee now. Maybe open up the right foot a little, or you come up on the right toes, whichever you prefer. Sweep those hands up. What did I do? Okay. We're going to inhale, sweep it back, look up. Reaching for the back of the mat if you're on one. And then exhale, hinge it forward. Keep that left hip under. Right hip point facing. Good. Inhale, sweep. Exhale. Notice if you're kind of shifting from one foot to the other as we're moving. You can also heel toe your left foot open a little bit to increase your railroad tracks. Okay, pause back here, breathing into the chest. Strength through the fingers. Try to drop those shoulders away from the knees if they've crept up. Breathe. Good. Big inhale. And exhale, belly to spine. Swimming them up. Reaching from the spine out through the top of the head, through the top of the fingers. So strong. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Push the ground away. Hands down. And step up. Tadasana. Breathe. Sitting with your breath for a moment. Notice your jaw, your shoulders, your feet, maybe your calves. And just breathe into them. Nice. Circle sweep the arms up. And exhale out. And again. And exhale out. Very nice. We're going to step into our warrior two pose. So I'm putting my right toes facing the short edge of the mat. What would be the short edge of the mat? And my left toes facing you. Bend in the right knee. You can adjust your stance. We're going to keep the heart facing the same direction as the left toes. Stretching the arms out. And then just looking over past the right fingers. You can put your palms up. You feel your shoulders come down. You can leave them that way. Or you can flip your palms back over. We just don't want the shoulders to climb up. Pausing here, so strong. Very nice. I'm going to straighten the right leg. Lower the left hand, right palm up. So with our right leg straight this time, this is a reverse triangle. Just follow the hand, that works for you, or you can have your left hand on a chair. Breathe. Very nice. Inhale. Then we're going to exhale, keep the right leg straight. Tuck that right hip kind of under the body, sort of reach out with the left hip. Reach the right fingertips forward. And again, you can have your left hand on chair. That's better. Reach the right hand forward. We're going to open the palms to the front and lower the torso down in a straight line. You can pause with your hand on the chair now that I've just moved it. Or you can rest your hand gently on the calf. Or you can slide down to your range. You can have your hand on a block. Wherever you stop is perfect. Breathe. It's a big stretch for the low back, side body. You can look up or down, whichever you prefer, or neutral. Very nice. Now we're going to put a bend in that right knee and then use our torso strength and our push on the exhale. Inhale here and exhale, belly to spine. Back to warrior two. Lovely. Good. Hands to the waist. Turn the right toes. We'll pause here. Inhale, look up. And exhale, fold it forward. You can slide the hands down the legs, maybe to the ankles, maybe to the back of the calves. You can fold your elbows, fold your arms in front, opposite elbow, if that feels good. Let's be here for a moment. If you have heart pressure, blood pressure, or eye pressure issues, please have your hands on your knees so your heart doesn't fall, your head, doesn't fall below your heart. Breathe. Maybe a little side to side feels good. Bend one knee and then the other. Just pausing here. Inversions in a safe way that works for your body. It's very good for circulation and for the neurological system. Good. We're going to slide the hands up to the top of the legs, right in the hip crease. And just slowly, slowly, you can roll up. If that bothers your back at all, don't roll up. If that bothers your back, you would come up by drawing your shoulders back, then with a straight back, and use your exhale to push and come up with a straight back. It's safe to roll up if you're supported, but you don't want to stress out your low back. Let's step to our warrior two. Left toes out, right toes face forward, heart forward, reach, turn the head, and breathe. So strong. Pushing through that floor, maybe lift the toes. Shoulders down. Very nice. Let's straighten the left leg. We're going to lower the right palm, left palm up. Open it up, reverse triangle, breathe. Very nice. Inhale. We're going to exhale to come back through. We're going to keep the left leg straight. Tuck that left hip under, reach out with the right hip. Reach the left fingertips forward. And then lower the torso down straight. So again, that could be here. Now my chair's here. That could be balancing here on the fingertips with the chair or in the seat of the chair, or you can come down. to your capacity or whatever feels nice. Breathe. Again, no strain in the neck. Either just have it in neutral or look up. That's a balance challenge. If it works for your neck, breathe. Very nice. So strong. Good. We'll put a bend in that left knee. Inhale. And exhale, belly to spine. Lift the torso. Back to warrior two. Beautiful. Hands to the waist. Turn the toes. Just pause for a moment here. Let's do fists on the hips. Wonder Woman. Breathe. Really clenching those fists, pressing them into the hips, super strong, pressing into the floor with the feet. Nice. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. So that's a straight back. We're going to draw our back and our shoulders back, elbows back. And exhale, release. Inhale, half lift, shoulders and elbows. Exhale. One more, half lift. Let that hand to the top of the hips and press to standing. Very nice. Feet together, forward Tadasana. Breathe. Notice the jaw, shoulders, hands. Beautiful. We'll move into tree pose. So finding a nice flat spot. If you're on a mat or carpet, sometimes it's easier to move to hard floor or to just a spot that isn't quite so squishy. That can be a little challenging. So I'm planting into my left foot. I'm going to come up on my right, back of my right toes. Handy chair right here. This is also a great thing to do with your back against the wall. We're going to open the right knee. This can be your chair right here. Or you can lift the foot to the heel. Lift the foot to the calf. Find your drishti, your point of focus. You're going to breathe. You're wobbling. That's perfect. Just lead yourself back. You can raise the arms if you'd like. You can sway them if you'd like. Breathe. Nice. And give yourself a challenge to move the arms or hand on the chair and move one arm. You'll still experience the difference in the balance as your body, mind find center. Very nice. Lower the arms, knee forward and down. Pedal it out a little. It always asks a lot of that standing leg. We're going to ground into the right foot. Lift the knee, kind of make sure that other ankle feels good. Open the left knee and find your spot here. It could be that this leg is different for you and this is your tree, or a little prop of the toe with your heel resting just below the calf, or maybe the foot comes to the calf. You can also rest the top of your shin on the seat of the chair. So find your tree on this side. Your drishti, and breathe into that focus. Little challenge for movement. This is my not so strong bouncy legs. So I'm just going to have my fingertips hovering by the chair. Good, knee forward and down, Tadasana. Take some nice breaths. Breathe into all that energy you've created. Nice. Big inhale. And exhale. One more time. Exhale. Nice. Come back to our chair. Taking advantage of the opportunity to come down nice and slow. Calves to the front of the seat. It's there, it will catch you. And then just challenge yourself. Maybe lift your toes. Come on down nice and slow. Ease in the face. Steady breathing. And notice your balance shift as you come down. Trying to come down very gently, kind of straight down. Then you feel the back of your legs hit the seat. And then you can release. Very nice. Let's roll the ankles. My ankles and feet I had their attention on those. Good. Hands clasped. Do a little more shoulder movement. Inhale with the back of the knuckles to the chest. And exhale out. Inhale. Exhale, 45 degrees. Inhale. To your capacity, exhale overhead. If you need to separate your fingers, that's fine. Inhale, 45, exhale. Inhale, straight out, exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Exhale. In. Out. Holding here, pausing here. Your fingers are interlaced. Just kind of opening the fingers a little bit wider in the interlace. If this stresses your low back at all, because we're sort of focusing on the front, give yourself a tiny little tuck, draw the belly in, sort of support that low back. We've got our fingers wide open, kind of pressing the palms forward. Breathe. Good. Then ease up, draw the elbows back, look at your hands, and cross them the opposite way. So opposite thumb on top. And reach the fingers out again. Fingers are nice and wide. Reaching sort of the bottom of the fingers away from you, but maybe the thumbs back toward you, so it's kind of into the space finding also. Breathe. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Release. Give those hands a little massage, one and the other. We're going to reach the arms out and down. So as if you were reaching for the floor with your fingers, your middle fingers, really reaching through the shoulders, reaching down, very actively reaching down. So that might light your shoulders up a little bit. You can back off if that's too much, but reaching out. Keep that reach. And then very gently moving the right ear away from the right shoulder, but keeping that reach active. Breathe. Really gets into the nerves of the shoulders. Again, if it's too much, you can always lower the hands down. They're reaching out. Reaching that ear away from the shoulder. Good. Then very gently turning down to look toward your left elbow. Nice, and slowly let the head drift to center, chin lowers, pausing here, keeping that reach. Inhale, we're gonna use our exhale, our whole exhale to come up the core body, up through the chest, and lift the head. Whew, give those arms a break. Movement. We'll do it again on the other side. So reaching through, really reaching. If this is an uncomfortable position, you can turn the palms or try something different. We're going to move that left ear away from left shoulder. Just notice. Breathe. Very nice. Gently turning the nose down toward the outside of the right leg or right elbow. Breathe. Good. And then slowly drop the chin. Good. Inhale. Using that whole exhale, belly to spine, come up through the torso, neck, and head. Release the arms. They're probably ready for a rest. Move the hands. Very nice. Ooh, I'll take my glasses off. Let's just do a little hand warming. And a gentle placement, just gently cupping over the base with fingertips resting just above the eyebrows. Maybe thumbs on the cheekbones. Just listen to your breath for a couple breaths. And then gently with our fingertips, thumbs into the temples, forehead, little gentle massage. Maybe it's circles, maybe it's pressing, whatever feels good for you. Right in front of the ear, right at the front where the ear attaches just by the cheek. Pressing into that a little. And then holding onto the ear, kind of a back and forth massage, and then a very gentle circles with the ear. So gently guiding the circle, the ear into circles, one way and then the other. Little massage, gentle tug to the earlobes, massaging there, down the cheek, jawbone, jawline, the thumbs. Then hands gently covering the face, inhaling, and exhaling, just drawing the hands from the palms to the fingertips down the face. Exhale. Very light, light, light touch. Inhale, palms to forehead. Exhale, light touch down the face. So that 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. Last time. Very nice. And find a spot that feels nice for a minute or two, or a pause, or shavasana, or yoga rest. Someplace where your feet can rest, where your hands can rest in a way that your shoulders will not be working. Place where you can breathe and be, sink in, let go. Noticing your breath slow. jaw, the shoulders, the ribs and hips, legs, calves, feet. Toes. Slowly deepening your breath. Making any movements feel nice. And sweep the arms out and up, or forward and up. You're lying down. Hands together, thumbs to the heart space. With gratitude for the time you've given yourself, for your breath, your body, movement, strength. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste, everybody.